overview, the general idea is this, that the thumb will be playing the bass notes. So these, remember, are your kind of bass strings generally, this E, A and D. And then the general rule of thumb is these first three fingers are used for the picking duty, right? So you got that kind of thing, okay? So that's kind of it. Those going down, these going up, and it's that transfer between them. And you've got patterns. So the kind of picking patterns that you'll play give you an effect, and it's very difficult to try and get them in here, and so forth, you know. The other thing you'd want to consider is anchoring. So you're going to want to like anchor your hand somewhere. And a couple of considerations for that before we dive right in, you know, to anything, trying something out, is you could either anchor, say, with your pinky on the guitar, which kind of keeps all your fingers in the same place, so you're then able to move them. And because once you've like played a string, your finger hasn't kind of like your hand hasn't floated down, so your fingers, oh look, that same finger's now over the E string because my hand floated a little bit, you know. It just keeps you steady so that you can keep an approximation of the position your hand was in and retain it there, and it just stabilizes you. So you could do that. That's a good idea. The other thing you could do is claw hammer, which is the technique that Donovan used and taught to the Beatles, where you basically rest your hand on the bridge of the guitar. So trying to be careful that you don't necessarily mute the strings by touching the strings. So you don't want to really be on the strings, you want to be on the bridge, right? And then this idea, you use that bridge and you can kind of feel where the edge of that is on those pins. So you can feel when you're on strings and when you're not. You can just about avoid it. And you can pluck, you know, or whatever. You can just pluck some things together if you want right now. We're not really doing exercises here. And that gives you a super stable platform to play from, right?